Hi, it's Heather, and welcome to today's tutorial all on Pigeon Pose or Eka Pada Rajakapotasana. So for Pigeon Pose, you actually want to get started in a downward facing dog position. So planting the palms shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide, lifting up the hips, and rooting down through the heels, or if you want, placing a little bend through the knees, whatever helps you get a nice long spine in this position. Ears in line with biceps, press the chest towards the thighs, and inhale, lift up one foot. So I'm going to show you on my right side, so I'm lifting my right foot today. Exhaling to shift forward, bringing the knee into the chest, and then taking the knee out and ankle in. So when I'm setting my foot down, I'm setting the top of my foot down. You can notice my toes are not curling under. So pointing the toes, gently set the shin down, and keep those back toes curled under. So this might be enough for you if you have really tight hips, and that is perfectly fine. You can take a block if you want and kind of stay up here, help bring the ground to you. Whatever helps you find the most support in this posture is best. And this also helps you find just a little more length in the spine so that you can breathe easier. If you want, you can also lower the back knee, uncurl the toes. And if you still find some lift here, you can also take your block and place it underneath the right glute. So again, kind of bringing the ground to you. Or another option, bringing a folded blanket. This is a firm blanket underneath that glute as well. Or another option here, you can take this blanket and kind of fold it like so, or even a towel, and place it underneath the hips and rest the hips down. So whatever feels best in your body. And then resting the hips towards the floor. So what's really important here is to make sure that your back foot is not sickling out to the side or kind of going out to the side. You want to keep it pointed and in line with the leg. Hips are squared, meaning that your torso is going to face towards the front of your mat, not out to the side. And we want to relax through this front foot. So rather than kind of extreme flexing and doing your best to bring the ankle up towards kind of the front of your mat to be parallel to the front of your mat, I actually suggest bringing it in a little bit and coming here, because unless you have extremely open hips, which is perfectly fine, most of us don't have extremely open hips, you can actually end up placing a lot of torque on your knee joint, and because your knee only bends in one direction. So what you're doing is putting unnecessary pressure there, and that's why a lot of people happen to experience knee pain in pigeons. So just be mindful of that. Never do something that just doesn't feel right to you. Always make sure it feels right in your body. You can come to fingertips just to find a little lift in the chest. And breathe. Open up the chest. And then if you want to fold forward, you can come onto forearms, or even take a block, place it in front of you, and you can rest your forehead on the block. So if you do decide to kind of take that more restorative position and rest your head on the block, I suggest resting your head on a foam block because the cork is not very comfortable in that way. But that is pretty much it for pigeon. And just to come out the same way you came, so back to that downward facing dog. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one, and namaste.